Hey everybody! So today we are headed to the beach. So instead of a live Zoom call, I'm going to walk you through everything that you need to know this week to start testing your first ads. Super, super, super exciting stuff. So to start off with, I just want to explain the system that we're going to be using so you understand the approach that we're taking and what our sort of parameters are for the testing. So what we do is called the ICT system, and basically it stands for image, copy, target. And target is just another word for audience. And what we do in this system is it's very systematically testing all these different elements of your ads so that we can take all these different variables and test them to find the very best combination that's going to get you the best result. So by results, I mean, the lowest cost with your target audience. So what we do is we start out with testing images or videos. So the I stands for image, but like I said, videos usually end up working the best. So you can think of image as video. So we start off testing all of these videos. Then we find the one winner, so the one that's performing the best at the lowest cost. Then we're going to test a bunch of different copy, and copy just stands for what your ad actually says, so what people are going to read when they see your video. So we're going to take that winning video, we're going to test a bunch of different copies. We're going to find the best combination of winning video and then winning copy, and then we're going to test it on a bunch of different audiences to find that winning audience. So the one ad that's bringing in your target market at the lowest cost. So that is really just a brief overview of how this testing system works. And why we do this is to take all the guesswork out of advertising. So you're not just throwing things up and just crossing your fingers and hoping that they work. You're actually systematically and strategically going through this process so that at the end you get the best results. You get that winning ad that is getting you amazing, amazing people coming in at a really low cost. So to start out with, we're going to start testing your very first videos. So you need at least 10 videos to test. So if you haven't created those 10 yet, you want to just turn this video off and get back to work creating those 10 and then come back. Because like I said, in order to have that great testing range, you need to have at least 10 videos. It's not going to be the same if you only put up 2 or 3. So make sure you have your 10 videos ready before you get in to start testing. So let's dive into actually creating your very first ad. Yay! Okay. So you want to have Google Chrome. It also can work in Firefox as well, but Google Chrome is what most of us use. Now, the Ads Manager, which is over here on the left, is where you're actually going to manage, Ads Manager, manage all of your ads. So it's going to be where you're going to monitor how they are performing. So you can see I only have one active right now, and that's for bringing in new likes on my page. And I can, go into it and see, it's active, how many page likes it's had in the last 30 days, what it's at. It's at 8 cents a like. And it's actually, I have 2 audiences going for it right now. So in the UK, it's at 7 cents. In the US, it's 8 cents. Anything under 10 cents is a winner. So that's what we're going to be shooting for with your ads, is under 10 cents a like. So this is where you're going to monitor how they're performing, and I'm going to tell you how to, know when to turn one off, when to keep it going at a later date. But just so you know that this is where you actually monitor your ads. But where you create them is in the Power Editor. So you're not creating them from your page. So sometimes you'll see on your like page, it'll say like boost or promote this post. Don't do that. Basically, you're just going to be throwing away money if you do that. So ignore that and know that anytime you're setting up an ad, it's in the Power Editor. So to get there, come on over here on this little, these little bars, and come down to Power Editor.
Mom?
You might need to also go into all tools and find the Power Editor here under Create and Manage, because it's probably not going to be under your frequently used as this is your first time. But just go either way to Power Editor, and this is where we create the ads. So within here, you are going to have 3 different tabs: campaigns, ad sets, ads. And these 3 different places are where you create the different aspects of your ad. So within the campaign level, that's basically what you want your ad to do. So if you're wanting it to bring in new likes, if you're wanting it to, have engagement on a post, all different things that you can do, but just know that the campaign sets what you want the ad to do. The ad set level is where you're going to set who you're targeting. It's going to, it's going to set who you're targeting, how much you're spending. Sorry, one sec, guys. What, honey?
Will you squish it?
Yes, come here.
And Gwen, she threw away one of those with a bunch of peanut butter.
Okay, well, we can get it out later. All right, sorry, guys. Mom life, right? Okay, so the ad set level, like I said, is where you're going to target who you're going to see, what country, all that good stuff. And of course, I'm going to go through all of that. And then the ads level, that's what your ad is actually going to look like. So that's where you're going to put in your video, you're going to put in your copy. It's going to be what people see. So just know those are the 3 aspects of creating your final ad. Okay, so just so you know, sometimes the Power Editor can get kind of glitchy. So if it ever you come in and ever looks weird, or you're having issues setting up your ads, know that you can come up here. Oh, sorry, I just clicked the wrong one. Hold on. Go back. One sec. This gearbox. Click the wrong gearbox. So you can click here and just click Reset Power Editor, and that will basically just reset everything. And don't worry about it. Like, if you make mistakes, we all make mistakes. That's okay. I still make mistakes sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Reset. And it'll just basically reset everything for you. So as long as you haven't actually hit review changes and apply, nothing is going to go live. You can just reset it right there. Okay. So also sometimes you can go ahead and clear your cookies if you're having any, other issues. Just Google how to do that, and that can help as well. So let's go into creating your very first ad. Yay. So exciting. All right. So first off, you're going to click right here, Create Campaign. And you're just going to give it a name. You can name it whatever you want. Nobody but you is going to see this. So just whatever helps you keep track of it, you just name it. So maybe you're going to name it like Beachbody Test 1. Always keep it as auction. And then campaign objective is what you want this ad to do. So we're going to come down here for page likes. Click page likes. And then the ad set, I just like to keep everything the same so that it's easy to track across all 3 components. So I would just click BB Test 1, choose Facebook page. If you have a couple of different ones that your admin's on, you just want to make sure that you click the one that you want to be running the ad for. And then the ad name, I keep it the same as well. Okay, so we have the campaign here, what we wanted to do, page likes, the ad set, and the ad. And then we're going to hit Save to Draft. And that is going to bring up here soon a new window, all right? So you're just going to review really quickly that it did what you wanted to do, right? It's got the page likes objective, it's at the auction, and you have your name here. Now we're going to go into the ad set level and get that set up. So click there. Make sure again that you have the right page selected at the top. Then you're going to select your daily budget. There's lifetime budget as well, but we're going to be running it daily, so make sure you have daily selected. And I recommend doing $3 a day. That's going to basically be the optimal setting for testing all of these ones. You could do as low as $1 a day, but you're not going to see as quick results simply because it's not going to allow you to reach as many people. So I do recommend $3 a day, but if you have to do it $1, that's okay as well. Okay, schedule start date, you just want it to start up immediately. And then you're going to come down here to your audience. So location, if you live in the US, I recommend doing the US. If you live in Canada, you can do Canada, but just know that you're going to have a smaller audience, so it's going to take you a little bit longer to see those results. And then we are launching in the UK, but for now, let's wait and help you get your winning ad first in the US before you start doing that. Okay, then we're going to come down to age. We recommend doing 25 to 44. You know, people have tested different age groups as well, and you can do that if you want, but this has been the best range that we have found. And if you're a woman, test it to women. If you're a man, you can test it to men, or you can test it to women if you like. Okay, then you're going to come down here and detailed targeting. So what we're going to be doing right now is we're actually going to be testing your ads against a Beachbody audience. And what that's going to do is going to allow us to basically say, okay, all of these people who like our super trainers, so people who like Autumn, who like Chalene, are similar to our target market. So we're going to use them to test our ads against to find that winning ad. And then we're going to take that winning ad and test it on a whole bunch of audiences to find your target market. So right now, you might be thinking, well, wait, are we just going to bring a whole bunch of coaches onto my page? Like, how is that going to help me? Don't worry about that. We're basically just using them like a free test group to bounce our ads off of. And then once we have the winning one, we're going to get it out to all those amazing audiences. So I recommend just putting Autumn in here and Chalene. You can test any of our super trainer or trainers in there if you like, but those two seem to do well, especially if you're a woman. So those two are great ones to test. Okay, and then you're going to come down here, Facebook pages. Exclude people who like your page, because obviously I don't want my ad going out to people who already like my page, right? They usually automatically do that for you. Okay. Then you're going to come down here, placement, and you're going to do edit placement. And we want it to be mobile only. We've done a ton of testing and have found that mobile only is the best, gives you the best results. And honestly, pretty much everybody is on their cell phone anyways. So mobile only is going to get you the best results. Okay. Come down here under optimize and delivery. You're just going to leave all of that the same. Okay. Now up here under potential reach, 640,000 is perfect. You want to really keep your audience underneath 1 million because that's going to start getting way too broad. So again, just review, you have your page up here. You have your daily budget at $3. You have the country selected as the US, ideally. You have your age range, women. You have it going out to our Beachbody audience, excluding people who already like your page, mobile placement. We are good to go. All right, so we have our ad set up. Now, the last thing we're going to do is set up our ad. So come on over here, and this is, what your ad is going to look like. So we have our page selected, and it's automatically just going to bring up your cover photo, but we're going to change that, of course. So under your text is the same as copy. You are going to enter something, basically what people are going to see when they see your ads. And you just want it to be representative of what they can expect when they come to your page. So I just saved mine here really quick so you could see what I put as an example. And you can really just come up with it, whatever you want. Really think about, what you represent, who your target market is, what kind of things you share on your page, and what they can expect to see if they like your page. Okay, and we're going to keep this the same, right? Because right now we're just testing video. So come up with one thing you want to say, and we're going to keep that the same. And if you need help, post in the group. We can help each other out. Now we're going to be testing videos, like I said. So we're going to click on video, and then select video, and then you're going to upload the video that you have created. So just upload, and let's see, I'll just see what video I have in here. I'll just say this one. You're just going to find the ones that you've created, of course. Click open, and that's going to upload, and it will store here any of the videos that you have ever uploaded. So as you can see, I've done a ton of testing. So I have a lot of videos in here, but for you, it might be totally empty, and that's fine. So it's just going to upload that video, and then you are going to click on the video that you're going to test, click select, and it's going to load up here. Then after it loads, it's going to give you the option to select thumbnail, and that actually can have quite a big difference depending on the thumbnail. Like it's kind of amazing, and that's something that we can actually test as well. But I just like to go through and click through and see like which one do I think would be most attention grabbing for people. So I like that one. I think it's just the most attention grabbing. So click that, click done. And then that's going to be the very first thing that people see as your ad, is going through their newsfeed. Okay, so we have our video selected. We have our copy, and this is what your ad is going to look like in people's feed. And we have selected mobile only. You can look at the other ones, but we only selected mobile, so it's just going to show you mobile. So this is what it's going to look like. All right, now you are just going to click Review Draft Items. And you're going to see, yes, we have one campaign, we have one ad set, we have one ad, and then you're going to click Confirm. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and do that right now, and I can go back in and delete later, but you're going to click Confirm. And it's going to be, doing it right up here. Confirming. Sometimes it can take a little bit. Okay, and then it's going to say pending review. So basically what that means is it's going to go through Facebook's advertising criteria, and they're going to make sure that it meets all of their criteria. So mine is already active now. So I've run a lot of ads in the last, 2 years. So my ads typically get approved almost immediately just because my account has, run so many that I sort of have good standing or whatever you want to call it. But know that if you're brand new to running ads, it can take up to 48 hours for your ads to be approved. And then another 48 hours for them to actually start giving you results. So have patience if you launch your ad and it's sitting there waiting approval forever. Don't get frustrated and know it's just because you're a new account and it's going to take longer for you to get approved. Then you just want to go over here really quick back to the Ads Manager and make sure that you can see your ad there so that you can monitor it. Okay, so here it is, Beachbody Test 1. It's active, and obviously this is all 0 because it just went live. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to start your very first split test. And what a split test is basically when we're keeping all variables the same, but we're only changing one thing. So you only want to test one thing at a time, or else you won't know, where you got the results from if you try and test everything. So the very first thing we test, like I said in the beginning, is all these different videos. So we're going to go back into the Power Editor, wait for that to load, and we're going to go to Ad Sets, because you always duplicate at the ad set level. So not campaigns, not ads, ads sets. And you're going to click on the one that you want to duplicate right here. The Beachbody Test 1, you're going to click Duplicate right here. Always keep the original campaign, and then you're going to click Save Draft, Save to Draft. So now it's going to bring this up, Beachbody Test 1, and then it's going to be -copy. So I'd like to rename it so that I can keep track easier, and I'm just going to come up here and click Test 2. Now, all of this, you want it to stay exactly the same, because remember, the only thing we are testing is video, the videos. So you make sure it's your page, $3 a day, United States, age range, women, we have Autumn, we have Shalene, exclude people, mobile only, everything's the same. It's always good to double check because you never know if something might get glitchy, right? So that's all the same, it's all looking good. We have it renamed. So we're gonna come over here now to the ad. And we are going to, hold on, change this. This is kind of strange, one sec. Just wondering why did it not give me a new ad? Sorry, little kid there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to change this video. Okay, so coming back in here, back into the ad. Sorry, I just got distracted by my child here. And we're going to click on Edit. And we're going to change the video. So you're going to go right here to this little circle guy. And you're going to upload a new one, just like we did before. Say this was the one you uploaded. Click Select. And you're just going to go through the same process as before. Going through, you can change the thumbnail if you want. They usually give you 10 options, or if you like the same one, you can click Done. And then you can rename this as well up here as Test. It's saving the draft, and you're going to hit Review Draft Items. Okay, so then we have the new ad set. We have the new ad. We're going to click Confirm. And it's going to go through the same process of confirming it and sending it through for approval. Okay, so all you're going to do is just do this process over and over again until you have the 10 right here. So you're going to have Beachbody 1 through 10, Beachbody Test 1 through Beachbody Test 10, all with the different ads. So by the time you're done, you're going to be running 10 different videos with the same ad set, the same campaign, and we're going to start testing them to see how they perform. So that is your assignment this week, is to get those 10 videos up, get them running, get them set up in the Power Editor, and then I will go through after that how to determine what your winner is. And after we find your winner in here, then we're going to go through how you test the copy and then how you start testing it to these new audiences. So I know we went through a ton of information. I know this is a lot of new stuff to be thrown at you guys. So make sure that you go through this step by step. Watch it as many times as you need. Ask questions if you have them. And then just go through it carefully, right? Like step by step, do it side by side as I'm explaining to do it to you. Set it up on your own end. And of course, post in the group if you have any questions. Post images of your ads manager as we're going through, and I can help you learn, how to kill or how to keep all of those ads so we can start bringing in those amazing targeted likes.